one of the major concerns you might also be having is the scores are very high. Will I get my PR? Let me break down in a logical way and explain you that how the CIC works, what are the reasons behind it, so that you can understand why the draws are high and is there a possibility that you can get a PR or not. Hello Can family, hope everyone is doing good. I'm recently receiving a lot of queries, lot of concerns due to the recent draws. This year there was no that much of draws, which usually happens between January to May. It's a major factor of not having a draws or having the pause in immigration is definitely the recent election. But now new prime minister is there, the cabinet is set. Now we can notice that the significant speed up in the immigration pathways. In Express Entry itself, if you are noticing, there was 2 category based, 1 PNP, and now 1 CC draw is also there. So let me start with one thing. In January, the starting drawing was happened on 540 above. 3 consecutive drawing bi-weekly basis. The score literally came to 521 around. After that, there was no CC draw. And now the recent draw which was happened, again the score went high. Let me now put a logical answer for that. I don't want to predict something which just created rumors. Rather than let me explain you. There was no draws going on. So there was lot many applications. Applicants was getting accumulated. Right now above 500, there is around like 23,000 applicants are there who are yet to wait for the invitations. But second reason is number of invitation. Very less number of invitations. If you notice last 4 draws in Express Entry, 500 to 1000 invitation was sent each draw. CIC is not trying to give a lot of invitations out, which put first lot of stress towards the CIC processing time, and second, they don't want to repeat the mistake what they have did in 2021, 2022 and 2023 by giving a lot of invitation 4,000, 5,000, and then CIC processing time increases significantly, and then the CIC started to get lawsuits from the different lawyers saying that normal processing time is not even met, so why they are accepting more applications. So this time, government as well as the CIC understand that, and one of the important thing which you also might have seen with the recent prime ministers,
we will return our immigration to sustainable levels by capping the total number of temporary workers and international students at less than 5% of Canada's population by the end of 2027.
They are focusing on one thing, that they don't want to increase the immigration. They want to control the immigration from outside Canada. But they wanted to give the stability in Canadian economy, Canadian health system, Canadian housing. From last few weeks, I'm receiving a lot of queries that, sir, why there is no PNP draws, especially in Ontario and BC, especially the category-based Express Entry draw for STEM category, for the trade, for the agriculture. You might have seen now slowly the draws are coming in. But yes, 2025, it's not like CIC is very extravagant to give invitations or they are trying to fill up the quota. They are very systematically processing. There is positive and negative of that. The negative is the people who are already in Canada are not getting PR. The process pathways are getting a little bit difficult. The waiting process is getting increased. But the positive side is now those individuals who are in Canada, at least they are getting a stable job. Those international students who came to Canada in 2024, they are getting job way more easier than those individuals who came to Canada in 2022, 2021. And once again, slowly the immigration is starting to open. Every international student wanted to know that, okay, what is the solution? Okay, what if the score doesn't come down, if my work permit is about to expire? In life, you should stress about those things which are in your control. If something is not in your control, you need to try to identify the solutions for that. And right now, the solution is 2. 1, you have to wait. So if you are already in Express Entry pool, your score is around 500. As per my knowledge, I'm commenting based upon the economic, political and immigration base. Score will definitely come down, especially for healthcare. The score will come around like 470, 480. Education sector, definitely the score will come down. Same thing with agriculture, the score may come around less than 450 something. You have to wait. Because it's not like if the draw is not coming, okay sir, will I change my province? If you change the province, what's a guarantee that you will get a PR from there? Do you have an employer? Most of the answer will be no. And that is something which you need to understand, that it's not like you are making a decision just based upon the current scenario. You need to understand, okay, what are the prospects that in nearby future, in this year, 2025, you should secure your PR. So once again, if you are sitting around 500 and plus, just hold on. by paying a third party who's gonna be putting that in your mind that you will not get PR, even though your score is very high, even though you are in a category base, even though you might have a supportive employer in the same province, like if you studied from Ontario and you do have an employer here, because of those false assurances, because of that fake rumors, you are forced to change the province. Please don't do that. And second and most important thing, always have multiple options. Okay, you're just moving to a province for RCIP. If you are from Thunder Bay, for example, how many students getting passing out from there? How many students are having an employer? But only 1,000 applications are going to accept it in 2025. Especially if you have not studied there or worked there, and right now you're planning to move there because you're thinking that, okay, from there I can do the RCIP program. Tell me the probability that you will be getting a PR. There, I wanted to make you guys understand that it's not about changing the province or community. It's more about understanding that what all options you have. So if you have an employer in GTA who can support you with PNP, who would say that, okay, if you need LMI, let me know. Don't leave that employer by believing that, no, in Ontario or in Toronto, I will not get PR. There are many options are there. You just need to evaluate your profile and understand that, okay, yes, if I do this particular pathway, I can get this, but if not, at least I have a second option. So for example, most of the students who contacted me from Toronto area say that I do have an employer, but how can I get my PR? Because they are saying that that's a restaurant. So one, you can go through express entry. You do your best in your English. You learn French if you wanted to have additional option. But first of all, learn the basic language which you're learning from the childhood. Second, look for the PNP. If the employer is supportive for PNP, create your profile under the international student or foreign worker job offer stream. Third, talk with an employer, say that, okay, I'm going to work with you, but in case if my express entry in PNP doesn't work, will you support me for the LMI? One of the things which I'm noticing recently is people believe that now LMI is not there. Let me clear the cloud from that. LMI is still there. Only the 50 points which you used to get towards your CRS is not there. So still, if you have a good employer who can pay you the median wage, or if you're under the healthcare, skilled agriculture, median wage is also not needed as per the province. You just have to meet the median wage as per the NOC code. So in that way, you can not only do the express entry PNP, which are the first and second option, but in a worst case scenario, if your work permit is about to expire, you can explore the option of extending your work permit so that you will have a breathing time there. And very, very, very important thing to the CAN family member, to those who are going to be passed out or who recently passed out, explore the options right away. Don't follow the old tradition that, okay, I will study for 2 years, then I will get a 3 years of work permit, 1 year I will look for a job, second year I will start to do my ITAs West and finding an employer, and then third year I will get a PR. That is old days. Right now, the solution for that is, if you came for 2-year program or 1-year program, masters, anything, explore the option before you pass out so that you will know that, okay, in next 3 years, what are your strategies to secure your PR? And that is the way to live in Canada and have a success and get a PR without stress. I hope this video will reach to the CAN family members who really wanted to understand why the scores are high. I hope you got a better idea, better understanding on that. If you have any other opinions, comment below. Let's have a discussion and let's make the international community more educated about the immigration pathway rather than circulating the rumors. Please don't do that. And that is the motive of CAN Immigration, to educate you about the immigration process and make the Canadian immigration stress-free. And that is the only way to live in Canada. If you are new to our channel, please don't forget to subscribe and like. Take care. See you in the next video.